Hello everybody and welcome to a new tutorial. I'm Alvise, and in the video of today I want to show you what it looks like when an AI agent has full control over your WooCommerce store thanks to Novamira, the free open source WordPress plugin that gives AI agents full access to your WordPress site through MCP. Novamira can do anything on your WooCommerce store. Anything you can describe, the agent can build. And today I'm going to show you 5 examples just to give you a sense of how powerful this is. None of these features exist in WooCommerce out of the box. You cannot enable them from a settings page, and you would normally need to write code yourself or hire a developer or find the right plugin. Today instead we'll just describe what we need to Claude and see what it can create. Here's what we'll build. 1. A personalized buy again section for returning customers. 2. An automatic bulk discount system with real-time banners. 3. A stock intelligence dashboard with sales velocity right inside WooCommerce. 4. A delivery date picker on checkout with blackout dates. And 5. Cross-sell recommendations filled in automatically from real order history. So let's not waste any more time and let's get started. First of all, before we start, I need a demo store with specific data. Now, WooCommerce comes with simple data you can import, but I need very specific patterns for today's demos. A customer with a long purchase history, certain products frequently bought together, and some items almost out of stock. It's a kind of tailored test data you can get from a generic import. So I'll paste this prompt where I basically ask Claude to create a WooCommerce demo store with 15 products. Some of them should have very low stock, 6 customers with orders spread over the last 60 days with different statuses, and some products frequently bought. So I press enter and the agent will create everything using WooCommerce PHP APIs. Products with categories, stock levels, images, customers with full addresses, and dozens of orders with exactly the combinations I need. And now let's wait. Okay, Claude has completed the task, so let's take a look very quickly. And here we have our demo store with our products. This is the cart. Let's add this product. Now the checkout. Okay, now that the demo store is ready, let's start adding the 5 implementations. We can begin from the buy again section. WooCommerce My Account page shows your past orders, but there's no quick way for a customer to rebuy products that they have purchased before. There's no buy again button or any kind of shortcut, and you have to open each previous order, find the product, go to its page and add it to the cart. So let's fix that. I'll paste this prompt and the agent now will query the order history for the logged in customer, find the unique products, filter out anything out of stock, and it will write down the whole thing to the Novamira sandbox. So let's skip till the end of the process. Okay, everything's done, but now I need to see this as a customer. So I'll ask to Claude, what's the login for one of the customers who has the most orders? And here we have our account. So now let's go in incognito and log in with Emma Rossi's credentials. And here's the page with the buy again section with all the products. And now I want to check if this section actually matches with the previous orders. So I go to orders and I'll pick these 3, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And here we have leather crossbody and aviator sunglasses, classic white tee and sleep fit chinos, canvas tote bag and leather belt. And here we have canvas tote bag, leather crossbody, classic white tee, a leather belt, slim fit chinos and aviator glasses. So it works perfectly. Now let's get to the second feature. The automatic bulk discount system. WooCommerce has coupon codes and sale prices, but there's no built-in way to say buy 3 or more of the same product and automatically get a discount. You can't set that up from any settings page, so let's build it with Claude. So let's paste this prompt And the agent now hooks into the product page to show the tier banner and into the cart calculation to apply discounts automatically. Here's the product page. As you can see, the banner under the price: buy 6 plus 20% off, buy 3 plus 10% off. And now let's refine this feature, asking to Claude to create a nudge message saying to add another item to save 10% when someone has 2 items of the same type in the cart. Okay, Claude finished working, and now let's see if the nudge message actually works. So let's get back to our store and let's add to the cart the leather belt and maybe also the aviator sunglasses. And now let's go to the cart and let's increase the quantity to see if the nudge message actually appears. So let's get to 2, and here's the message. Now let's try also with the sunglasses, and here's also the second nudge message. And now let's try to increase to 3 to see if the bulk discount actually will appear. So let's get to 3, and there it is. And now let's try with the second one. Okay, everything works perfectly. This is a good thing about Novamira. You can start creating the core feature, see the result, and then improve it. Each prompt basically builds on the previous one. Okay, now I think that we can get to the third feature, that is the stock intelligence dashboard. Basically, WooCommerce shows you a low in stock count in the dashboard and lets you filter products by stock status, but it doesn't tell you how fast things are selling. A product with 3 units left, it's fine if it sells once a month, but it's an emergency if it sells 5 a week. So WooCommerce doesn't calculate that, and we can build it with Claude. So here I paste this prompt where I ask to create a page in the WooCommerce admin that shows an inventory intelligence dashboard with 3 sections: out of stock, low stock, and fastest selling. And now let's wait. There it is, our inventory intelligence submenu in the WooCommerce with the 3 sections: out of stocks, critically low products in low stock, and fastest selling. So you can easily keep track of everything. And now let's get to the fourth point of this video, the delivery date picker on checkout. WooCommerce checkout collects billing, shipping, payment, but there's no way for the customer to request a delivery date because there's no field for it. And if you want one, once again, you'd need to code, or you would need a plugin, but not with Novamira. So let's get to Claude again. And I'll ask it to add a delivery date picker. The agent needs to add a field to the checkout form, validate the section, save it as order metadata, display it in the admin panel, and inject it into the confirmation message. So that's basically 5 different WooCommerce hooks, all handled in a single sandbox file. So now let's wait for Claude to finish working and let's see the final result. Okay, here we are back again in the store with Emarosi's account, and let's proceed to the checkout. If everything works, we should see the date picker right in the form. And there it is. If I click on it, I can see that I can choose the dates that I want, except for the weekends. For example, let's pick this one and let's place the order. And here it is. Here we have the confirmation message with all the infos and the date that we picked for the delivery. And finally, let's cover the last feature. WooCommerce has cross-sells built in, and you've probably seen the "you may also like" section on product pages. But here's the thing, you have to pick them manually. For every product, you go in, open the linked products panel, and choose which products to suggest. In this case, we have 15 products and it can be done kinda easily. But with 100 products, that's a tedious job. So what if we fill them in automatically based on what customers actually buy? Claude goes through every completed order and ranks them. Then it writes the top 4 into each product's native cross-sell field. And the agent basically does the analysis and WooCommerce handles the rest. And on the front end, you may also like is there with products that customers actually bought, not random, hand-picked, but calculated from your order history. So now let's skip till the end. Okay, Claude finished its task, and as you can see, it created a list of the products with the top 4 for each one. And so now let's check if they actually match with our store. So let's pick, for example, the first one, the canvas tote bag. Let's go back to the store. Let's add it to the cart. Okay, and here we have the aviator sunglasses, the classic white tee, and the leather belt. So let's go back to Claude, and it matches aviator sunglasses, white tee, and belt. Now let's try with another one. So let's remove this item, and let's choose the leather crossbody. And here we have the aviator sunglasses, the Chelsea boots, and the slim fit chinos. And let's see if in the list they actually match. So here it is, and we have sunglasses, Chelsea boots, and slim fit chinos. So everything works. A couple of things before we end this video. Most of what we built today, the buy again section, the bulk discounts, the date picker, the stock dashboard, lives in the Novamira sandbox. Each feature is its own file basically, and you can disable any of them instantly without touching your theme or your other plugins. And if something crashes, Novamira catches it and your store stays online. The cross-sells instead are different because those went into the WooCommerce native data. And that's the point, because the agent knows when to use the sandbox and when to use the native WordPress features. The second tip is to not write a perfect prompt on the first try. Just start simple and see the result, and then you refine. And that's exactly what we did today with the card nudge message, because I did as a second thought and the thing of the nudge message, and it took just a few more seconds. And remember that this is for staging and development only. So you build and test here, and then you move the production when you're confident. So we built 5 features today, but these were just examples. Anything you can describe, the agent can build. So try it for yourself, since Novamira is free and open source. You find the link in the description. And if you want to see more WordPress tutorials, like this content, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.